You didn't see that, did you? Okay, you did. Ruined the surprise already. Real steel. It's the real deal, my friend. And you know what? My buddy Ostap from Poland over there, S35VN, I've got one of his custom knucks that he did, but he does custom knives and stuff like that. But he also does knucks and other things like that. I just thought it was cool. I got it in Atlanta from him in 2023. But here, this is the Barlow. Okay, this is the Barlow, the RB-7. Okay, it's a frame lock. It's titanium frame lock. It's got S35VN steel blade, and man, that is so light and so slender. But hey, it's not a tiny knife. Okay, let's get this right up here. 3 1/4 inch blade, 7 1/4 overall length at 18.5 centimeters. Not too shabby. A little kind of fuller that runs along here, but look at that, kind of stabby. That blade, that's kind of stabby. It's kind of sharp too. You know that? Okay, I got you. And I got this instead of getting the micarta one, but you can get this in micarta as well. In fact, let me just jam paper in front of you so you get bored and click out. Okay, here you go. Real Barlow RB-7, titanium, satin blade, 169. 169. Now, kick. Certified or crafted under the certified crazy Ostap Hel. So this is nice. And it's got ball bearings, smooth deployment, blah, blah, blah. Why choose it? I'll tell you. It provides exceptional edge retention and okay, never mind. But I'm just saying. And here's your schmucky right here, 18.6 centimeters, obviously, and 7.32 overall length. That's what they're saying. All right, slim buoy blade. It's made in China, and you can get it for $5 more. You can get it in the carbon fiber, which I love. I like carbon fiber better than I like micarta anyhow. So, but as we are being this way, right, with the front flipper and all, kick it open. And these, I wasn't back over the D10 ball yet. There you go. Boom. I'm being too flip with it. I was trying this the other day. Oh, damn. I mean, to try and get your finger in that little groove there to kick it, it ain't made to do that. You got to get up in this kind of area right here where this cutaway gets a little deeper. So you're kind of up near the pivot point, which isn't a great place to be. So really, you're a front flipper guy here. And these are number 6, all the way across, even the pivot. But it unscrews real easy. In fact, this wasn't dropping like this when I first got it, right? And so what I did is I just took my little number 6 driver and just hit it here and unscrewed it a little ways and then screwed it back in till it was centered, right? And then I checked it to see if there was any play, and there wasn't. And then I tried it, and oh yeah, and all of a sudden, boom, it's dropping, trying to cut me right there, right? Boom, bounce off. Nice, super lightweight, and it'll go right and left hand carry, deep carry. So this is really nice. This is really gonna be a nice little gent carry, you know, wow. Discreet carry. Very light. Oh, let me grab my scale if I can find it now because I've buried it under everything. And get it out here because you may be interested in this. 54 grams. Holy crap. Hold on. Let me get this around to ounces. Wow. 1.92. Okay, so what is the bug out? The bug out, I think, was 2 ounces, and it was a 3.2 inch blade, right? So the Benchmade bug out, And that's in squishy, whatever stuff that was, right? Because you could squish those scales. You ain't squishing these because they're titanium and carbon fiber, and yet this weighs less and it's the same length. Wow. Wow. So here you go with another bug out beater. And you know what? I don't think this is that much more than the bug out. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. Now, what else does it come with? It comes in this box. And you know what? Okay, let's talk about this first. Ergos. What you can see, right? Ergos are great. Great. Easy on there. And this Barlow, you know, so it's got that traditional knife look, even though it's a modern knife because it's a front flipper and all that kind of stuff. And it's, if you want to call it a frame lock, you could call it a bolster lock, except if this came up further, it'd be more like a bolster lock, but it's a frame lock, but it's got the carbon fiber on both sides. And the lockup is pretty heavy there. I mean, is that 50%? You could argue that's really close to 50%. But I mean, talk about super lightweight in your pocket, no matter what you're wearing. You could just slide that in. So slender too. Oh, and by the way, let's get the fat scale out here and see how fat it is. 0.4, wow, that is thin at 10.2 millimeters. What's this, 2.5 maybe? Yeah, it is 2.4 millimeter thick at 0.09. So that blade thickness is pretty thin. And you got a little break here, so you can strop it. You can sharpen it without banging into this. And another thing, there is a little bit of differential height-wise there. So it's easy to disengage. It's not difficult to disengage this frame lock. And so that's pretty good. And it's not cutting me because the blade's so damn light. All right, so it's fidget friendly, super light. I mean, just great. It feels good. Now let's see one more thing. Where are we in blade to handle length? We're reasonable. I don't know if you could squeeze in another 1/16 or whatever in there. You're not touching anything there. And you got a little lanyard pin stuck in here. So just a little pivot with some little bearing ring on there. Titanium. But isn't that nice looking? God, that's nice. Oh, well, here's the box, and here's what it said. I already showed you that. Let me see if we can knock the bottom out of this. Kind of show what you get in the box, which is pretty typical for Real Steel right here. This is kind of their thing. They do. And here's their paperwork, etc., etc. It talks about, you know, not this particular knife, okay? And then here it does, okay, and this is a scan deal and all that. And Barlow RB-7 on the other side, now it gives you the specs, okay? So blade length 3.27, S35. You can get micarta, wood, or carbon fiber on this, by the way. And Ostap. I like his stuff. They're usually very slender. They're usually kind of small, light, and slender, but they're really stealth, you know? And then they wrap it in this microfiber cloth. It's wrapped in this, it's put in here, and then they put the spec sheet, and then they put the paperwork, and then they put the foamy on top, and then the desiccant, whatever, and that's how they're packaged up. And this is a really nice, strong box that hasn't changed much over the last few years at all. But Real Steel, they're the real deal, and I sure like the RB-7. I like it really well. And I'm going to talk about some of their other knives here coming up pretty soon, because they sent me a couple others that are really inexpensive little flippers where you can get a top flipper or front flipper deal. and it's really going to be cool, and I've got them stuck over somewhere on another shelf. So I'll be talking about those later. But this one, if you like a class act that's super discreet, carry, lightweight, yet still kind of full size, this might be for you. And I'll give you a link to Real Steel site, but you know, White Mountain Knives sells Real Steel. If you catch it there, LTK is your discount code for 10% off. So get yourself 10% off of like $170 or whatever. That'd be $17 off. They don't charge tax and they don't charge shipping. So boom, boom, you're about what, 150 or something like that. Not too shabby. All right, take care. You know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.